Bruh.
Ooh-wee. Damn, what's going on out there? Traders, how are y'all doing today? It's Tuesday. May the 4th be with you, 2021. It's your boy Z-Rex. It's no noise. We are live today. Hope y'all are dodging some of this weather. We just been getting rained on down here. Dumpage fest. This lightning cracked, or thunder cracked this morning. I thought it was going to take the house down. But whatever. Our lakes are kind of low down here. And I'm on crutches and can't really get around anyway. So, hey, bring the rain on when I'm chilling. I'll take it. Not too shabby. Well, let me put it on live screen before I forget, because I have done that before. Whoops. Pretty interesting price action today. My God. Ethereum Classic and Doge, the Doge Master. Jesus Christ. That thing is just beast mode. 54 cents, hitting our next target in the day, which we were joking about Ethereum doing that. But now, I don't know what these storms brought in, but it is annoying as hell. Whatever, though. Well, we were joking about Ethereum doing that, just gapping up, but to its next target. But it was indeed the Doge. Hit that 40-cent area right up to the 50, like pretty much 60-ish. And the high of that was actually 62 freaking cents on Doge. Woo! Anyway, let's get back to the order of the podcast thing. The order of the podcast. Yes, Emperor Palpatine. Anyway. Frame's good. Checking just some of the stats over here on OBS. I like it. Looks nice. Looks good there. Alright. So, let's
go.
go. Bam. Alright. Total market cap. A little bit of pressure here today, actually. Looks like it's trying to hold on. We came right back to that 2.2 trillion-ish area. That's not the sexiest section for price to come to. Pretty big dumpage here. Wow. Yeah, that is pretty large. Oh, gotta bring that over. Not like you can see the password anyway. Alright, let's load that up. Alrighty, gotta put this stupid code in. Damn, I haven't got any spam calls today. Wow, that's amazing. It's the first time in a while. Alright, code's in. Interactive is loading up. Oh, let's see. So, kind of an interesting sell-off. We are below the 21 EMA and actually breached the 55 for a little hot minute. And so, that actually hasn't happened since this recovery in the last couple of weeks. Let's go to daily, see if there's any threats there. No, not really. Bouncing right off the 21, so it looks all right. All right, and let's see here. Let's go to total 2. Just kind of chilling, kind of doji-ish, but all right. I don't like this read on total 2. Getting here, trying to make a new high, staying under the exponentials, but that's the 3 hours, so we don't want to base too much off just that. It's mostly the daily that is king. Let's see here. Yeah, that looks. Yeah, I mean, it looks all right. It looks okay. We lose this wick, though, at about 1.05 trillion. I'd be a little bit concerned. Dominance continuing to just get decimated day after day on this. It's just reaching for these lows. We only got 10% more to go to get down there. I mean, this is crazy, man. Bitcoin is just not getting no love. It's getting shoved aside like a little biatch. Which kind of sucks, especially for some Bitcoin maxis. They definitely aren't liking that. Yeah, look at this, guys. When this candle happened last night, I went 90%, maybe even more cash. Now we're talking about on the streams. Unfortunately, Doge came off with that too, so I didn't get any of that run today, but that's okay. The only thing I kept on was a really, really small amount of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Gold, which is funny. We'll go look at it in a minute. I've just always noticed Bitcoin Gold when markets are about to sell off just loves to pump for some reason. It's really funny. Let's just go look real quick, see if it is. Yeah, look at this. See how funny is that? Just following through. It's not very much. It's only about 7%, but it's pretty much the gold hedge of crypto or something. I don't know. This is kind of wild that it does that. Anyway, back over to Bitty Bitcoin. Mama Bear is threatening. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I usually get the mic covered. That one just kind of snuck out. So, so I went flat on most of this and got out on some of these bounces just late last night. I was kind of peeling off everything because this is an ugly candle. And look at this, just struggling. I thought maybe I was up kind of late last night. I couldn't sleep very good. And I thought maybe on this candle, I was like, oh, it's kind of riding up the mama. And it didn't. Unfortunately, this did get followed through, and we have broken the 55-ish thousand K. Man, that's 55,000-ish K. That's a lot. Is that like 50 billion or something? How many K? I don't know. I'm not being special ed. It's all good, though. We are at this trend line cross, finding some interesting support right there, which is where the mama is. So possibly this could be a little stalling area. Let's see, the daily. Man, oh God, the daily closes in 4 hours. And if it cuts through all these EMAs like this, that is pretty bearish. And you can even see on the daily, just as we've been talking about on these runs, that, for this whole bounce, even back to here, that it's fine. This is great, and this is what we're going to start to see. But we need follow through, and the DMI didn't even get anywhere bullish. It just is getting rejected now, and bears are coming back and maintaining their their posturing. So, and this would be real ugly. I mean, if we rally back above 55.5-ish, it looks like 55.3-ish. Maybe it dodges that, but the way this is shaping up, it is not that pretty. Daily, 2 days also slicing through both its EMAs. Yeah, I mean, this is a little bit concerning for Mama Bear. Like I said, you do have this trend line cross, and a lot of times those will provide some pretty decent support and resistance levels. And then the mama's right there, so maybe it does get caught here for a little bounce up to 55 and some change. But yeah, this is starting to shape up to be pretty ugly chart. Let's see if futures agree. Futures aren't as ugly. They're not slicing through all the EMAs, so that's good to see because I do put more weight on the futures. But we are below all the EMAs. Mama's barely holding on. Man, and bears are about to also regain dominance on the daily. Damn. All right, well, that is definitely not sexy. 618 retracements, about 51 and change. So if we possibly go down there, 51 and some change, and be all right. But man, yeah, God, this is starting to look kind of bad. Rejection from this gap here for now. I mean, it's getting close to some threatening. If we start, man, if this daily on spot is just really bothering me right there. I do not like that. I feel like I'm almost trying to force bullishness right now on the lower time frames, and I don't like that I'm doing that. I mean, look at this. Even the 2-day, I don't look at the 2-day all that often. That was WD Gann's favorite time frame, GANN. That's a famous trader and stuff. You can read. He does lots of literature and very different very different approaches on markets. But anyway, you can see 2 days actually been bearish all the way since back here. Or not bearish, but just lost momentum on the RSI while this pumped up. That's usually not a great sign. Maybe we get a little reset and it's okay. But, man, again, bulls need to do a lot of work on Bitcoin. Because as we've been talking about that daily, man, we don't got no help on the daily. And the longer this goes sideways with no help on the daily, it's going to start creeping up into the weekly. And let's see if we turn off some of these drawings to clean this up. Whoops, that's not the right one. So we clean up some of that. I mean, we have lost the... Oh, I can't see my indicators, though. Oh, dang it. Yeah, we have lost momentum now on DMI. Bears are coming back up into the weak zone, which has been all the way since back in November. So that's also noteworthy. But, like, this is what we didn't want to see. Bulls really needed to start getting going this week. And they still got a couple of days. They can reverse this from here, but it's looking a little bit rocky. That's not my favorite. All right, let's go to ETH. ETH still looks fine. Kind of chilling above this 33 target. Yeah, I mean, this looks okay. As long as it's holding about 3,200, I don't really see any major problems with this. And really, that's kind of tight. I mean, we got to go down to about this trend line. If we start taking this trend line out, I would be a lot bit concerned for Ethereum. But right now, we're kind of just hovering on this target, which is usually a good sign. So, I guess anything back below that 3,150 probably gets us to this trend line in the mama, and then we'll have to reassess. Jesus Christ. All right, ETH futures. What are they saying? Kind of the same chart, just consolidating above that target. They look fine. I don't see any major issues with this yet. Same thing, about 3150-ish is the area on that. Litecoin looks pretty good, man. Wow, Litecoin pamping. Giving it up a little bit, though, hovering around 300. So that's a good sign. I like that, but daily. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's all right. We need a little bit more data on this. As long as it's holding about 290, 300, it's okay. Ethereum Classic, my God, this thing is absolute beast mode. You got this read up here that usually goes with sidewaysness, but immediately gets negated with this big-ass girthy candle from May the 1st, and it's just been up and up and up since then. Man, it's so far away from the, I mean, it's 40% away from the 10 simple. That is absolute bananas. I mean, it was 40-something% here on a wick basis and about the same on a closing basis. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, this looks okay, but it also looks incredibly frothy. I mean, it looks good above 40, but I mean, $40 is a pretty good ways from here. So, I mean, as long as it's holding about 40, 45, it probably still got legs in it, but this thing is beast mode, man. Uh-oh, Ripple breaking down. That's what we were looking for yesterday. It looked weak, and now here we are tapping back on the 135. Is this an opportunity zone? I don't know. The way Mama Bear's acting, I'm not real excited about that. Yeah, I would probably wait because, I mean, this can easily just keep going and just come back in between the 377 and 200 and just have a little party in there and be boring and frustrating. So I'm going to change this a little bit. It's just so, there we go. It's just so intensely bright. So pretty decent bounce right here so far. We'll see if it can get back above the EMAs here in the next couple of days. But yeah, I don't know, man. Not the best looking chart on the daily. These dailies just need a lot of help by the bulls. XLM dumping to sloppy EMAs right here, threatening to take out Mama on the daily. Man, it's just, this is a really sloppy chart now. It was starting to look pretty good if it had a couple of more days, and I guess it still could if it like just chills right here at about 48.50 cents and kind of hovers and rallies a little bit. But I mean, you don't got any help on the oscillators. Weekly's starting to lose its momentum too. We're back in this stupid range box right here. I mean, so this one is pretty much, yeah, this is kind of a trash looking chart. I'm not a huge fan of this. Maybe if it gets back above like 56 cents and comes back for some retest, but I don't know, man. And also the markets are about to get to traditionals are getting mollywopped, so need to be careful with that too, because correlations, actually we haven't looked at correlations in a long time. Let me pull that chart up and we'll go look at them for a second. Where the hell is it? Where are you? There it is. All right, let's see. Hovering under there. Yeah, dot. Just ugly. It needs to get above this. It kind of looks like Bitcoin's chart. No daily help. Nothing's really changed from that. Man, Link, though. Link was super bullish and looking a lot better than the other coins yesterday, and it did come up and tap its target, but it is getting rejected so far. So that kind of has played out. We just need some more time to digest this. Maybe hover above like 42 bucks and be all right. ADA, man, it's okay. You got the EMAs opening up. No help on the oscillators, though. And the 3 hour, it's pretty neutral. It's just kind of like whatever. It's struggling to stay above the long-term MAs. Yeah, and given what Bitcoin's doing, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of this right now. But pure, if I was just looking at this, it's just really's got to break that 136 definitively, not just one candle and then give it up. I'd like to see a couple dailies up there would be nice. Yeah, I mean, anything back below this 125 wick probably comes back to test the other end of this range, and then we'll have to reassess. But it's not too hot. Just hovering, losing that momentum on the 3 hour. Daily still looks okay. Daily still looks all right. 2 day still looks okay. Yeah, so weirdly enough, Bitcoin Cash actually looks a little bit better than some of the other ones, just hovering right on that target around 1,000. So getting a little funky selling pressure right here, but it's not enough to get too crazy. But back below like 900 bucks, I'd start to be a little concerned about this chart. And given that Mama Bear is kind of selling off here, it does warrant that. Oh, this kind of sucks for BSV. Possibly not quite yet, because we still have 4 hours left in the day for the closes. But kind of engulfing this, but it is hovering above this 320-ish area. So as long as that's happening, it's all good. Can't really get too crazy with that one. And the daily DMI actually does have help on this one, unlike a lot of the other alts that we've looked at. Funnily enough, Mr. Satoshi holding it down. EOS, major resistance right there at about $7. No momentum on oscillators. 3 hour looks okay. It looks okay. It has the same funky like dump pump little Bart kind of thing. But really, I mean, below $7 and this close to it, I'm not going to mess with that. And again, with Mama Bear, not giving no love on the daily. It's just hard to really get long and play with the rest of the market here. So, but the weekly does look pretty good. So I don't know, man. Just Mama Bears. You don't want Mama Bear to be rolling over. That's for sure. Monero looks okay. Got some support right here at about 370, but kind of losing its luster here. And look at this. Talked about this yesterday. I hate when this makes new highs and it doesn't underneath the exponentials on the RSI. That is not good. So this is kind of iced up the rally below 425. Yeah, I mean, it's really... And even low time frames are confirming that like 420-ish area. So yeah, not not too sexy, but not terrible. Just kind of like it's just a it's a weird, harder read right now, especially with Mama Bear not playing with any of this. It's pretty much this whole market's just turned into Ethereum and Dogecoin. Feels like Zcash super sloppy. It has that same look again on the 3 hour, the same little dump pump and whatever this is, BART rejection pattern. This isn't really good on the 3 hour. No help on the daily either. Yeah, I mean, and this is right at the 618 in resistance. Yeah, I don't like this chart. 260, not very good. But you are getting so squeezed on the 3 hour. Look at all the EMAs, right, pretty much, except for the 377, but everything else is stacked really right on top of each other in like a $5 range. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Again, I'm just with Mama Bear looking like it does. I just can't get super bullish on some of these. Oh, nice follow through on Dash, though. Has this same little BART thing. It hasn't had it selling yet. I would not be surprised to see it start selling off, though. Let's see. 2-day. Yeah, I mean, the 2-day actually looks okay, though. And the weekly still looks pretty good. Man, and the daily actually does have help on Dash. So, interesting. So Dash is showing a little bit of relative strength against the rest of the market. It looks all right above about 330. Anything back below, like this little cluster here, 330-ish, I get a little bit concerned on this move. Dogecoin, we already kind of did this earlier. I mean, my God, this thing is... I can't believe it's 60 cents. That is insanity. Maybe it is going to go to $1 before Elon talks and hosts SNL on Saturday. Oh my God, I would not be holding any Doge after Friday night, though, or after pretty much Friday close of the markets, because, man, I have a feeling this is a big buy the rumor, sell the news event kind of thing. I'd be very cautious with that, holding this over the weekend. I mean, because this is insanity. Just today alone, it's up 30%. Like, that's so crazy. Just beast mode from the 42 cent kind of area, just straight to the next target at, right where we, let me take this one off because that one doesn't really matter anymore. I'll just show them that yesterday for a request. Someone was asking about the Doge. And I was just saying, as long as it hovers, breaks above that 42 cent area, which is back over here, and then comes back and retests it, it looks good. It's crazy. That's exactly what it did. And, but I sold all mine, though, on that nasty, you know what I don't look about here? That nasty candle on Bitcoin. So I don't ever look at this chart, which I should. Look at this relative strength against Bitcoin on Doge. I mean, what the hell? Dude, and this is a log chart too. That's how just crazy Doge is right now. Yeah, wow, just an amazing move, Dogecoin. Absolute. Oh, we do look at that BTC one. I'm freaking special today. This damn allergy crap has got me being a little tarted. Like, oh, we look at it every day. Derp. Anyway, Doge coming up to this next target. And I mean, dudes, the next target after this, if it can break... Same thing with that 42, 41 cent level. If it can break above this and start clustering over about 59 cents, it sounds absolutely crazy. But the next fib extension target is at $1.20, and I don't even know. I guess it could go up there. Why not at this point? Only what's so scary about this is all in less than a month. This has pretty much happened. 23 days, all this has happened. And really even less. I mean, most of the pumps have happened only in like a handful of days. Yeah, you can see here, that's like 4 days. And then here's like another 4 days. But I mean, above 42 cents, Doge looks phenomenal. All right, let's go to traditional markets. Because I got to... All right, we got still like 20 minutes. Okay, cool. Because because I gotta go to the doctor today, get my foot checked at about 3:15. So we won't be doing no marathon stream today, but that's okay. All right, getting a little bit of pressure here at the top end of our target box. And again, look, just like Bitcoin did, struggled to get over here, making lower highs on the RSI while making higher highs on price. Has some divergence. Don't like to see those. And momentum is completely back to neutral on DMI on a daily time frame. We are bouncing off these little Bart lows in the 200, but man, anything back below 4,100 on ES, I think, is going to get really ugly. And that, does that coincide well, I think, with the, yeah, but the dailies, yeah, it's even a little higher, like 41.16. Pretty much this wick that we just made, or this little tail shadow on this candle. If anything below that is probably going to go pretty swiftly to the 55 and maybe the mama. So that could be 100, 140 points lower from here. So again, you've got that happening. Oh, and let's look at this chart real quick. And you can see, we got to get out on like a weekly chart. You can see that dominance or correlation with Bitcoin and NASDAQ and S&P is very, very strong. I mean, it doesn't really get any stronger than this, guys. I need to move these over. As time goes on, it starts to fill them up. And it's actually, weirdly enough, been gaining relative strength. What? Not relative strength, I'm sorry. It's been gaining, the dollar's been gaining correlation with Bitcoin. That's kind of odd. Yeah, it's kind of odd with Bitcoin and the dollar correlations. Just kind of all over the place, just waves. Same with gold, right? But NASDAQ and S&P, it's pretty much always on the positive correlation note. So definitely need to take that forward, and especially something like NASDAQ. But yeah, so we've got this level here. Anything back below this, I'd be looking for a test of the 377 on the 3 hour and just kind of the lower end of this range. And then we'll have to reassess. And obviously anything above that top end of the red box at, what is it, like 4,200-ish? Yeah, 4,220. Then rally resumes, and we probably work our way up to that 4,500 target. But right now, a lot of work to do for the bulls on equities as well. Look at this. Terrible, brutal, brutal chart. You can see right here that EMA is opening down, but we get that support right here. Damn, sorry. These allergies are just brutal, man. But you can see they gave that support, but then look what happened. One candle, it broke that crap, and then it was just off to the races for the bears. This is a pretty nasty sign. It also breached that horizontal, which was at 13.7, is what we were looking at. And so it breached 13.7, and that was the floor where we'd look for a run to 13.3. Now, that's crazy that it happened literally the next candle after that, but now maybe this is a buying opportunity on NASDAQ, potentially. I'm going to wait until the rest of the week to see how this weekly closes, but because, you know, you do have the weekly is right on top of its 10 simple. I mean, there's quite a bit of support right here, so it's probably not a terrible idea. Let me zoom in on crack time frames. Maybe if crack time frames can get bullish posturing, maybe I'll nibble on there for a very short-term trade, but this is some pretty good damage done on, yeah, I mean, look at this on NASDAQ. This is pretty ugly. YM ain't doing shit, though, which is super weird. I mean, what the hell? It did end up dumping in the overnight session into the morning, but it's rallied back, and it's just super sloppy. Look at these EMAs. They are all over the place. I mean, so I don't even like to look at it at that point right now. Daily and just this box. If we're in this box, then what the hell ever. I mean, range traders definitely can sell the top, buy the bottom, and vice versa. But yeah, this is just funky, man. And there is no momentum at all on the daily oscillators. Rut looking a little bad. Finding support on the daily mama in 55, though. Lost. Ooh, this isn't good. Lost its long-term 3 hours. So there's actually pretty good resistance now at about 2260. And anything back below this, man, God, it's so close. This is, man, no momentum. And there hasn't been momentum being able to get on this for a while. I mean, look at this damn chart. Like, what the hell is this? You know, some people are calling this a head and shoulders, but I don't think so. That doesn't have like the proper structure for that. And it's just a weird, funky pattern, man. And just that major horizontals are really the best way for this, I think. And it's just right here at about this 2300 area. Oops, we don't need no blue line. Let's just drag one of these down. About this 2300 area and then 2160. So it's just kind of right in the middle of a range. I don't like to trade in the middle of ranges. Those aren't great probabilities. Dow transportation looks really good. Just grinding. So this is surprising. This is maybe boding well for buying dips on NASDAQ possibly, but I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I'm just going to kind of wait on this guy. Maybe I'll go look at some put spreads and sell a put spread or ratio spread down here on some options on QQQ, but I'll go look at that here in a moment. All right, VIX. Look at that. VIX giving us that signal yesterday that it was possibly charging up. This TA voodoo works sometimes, guys. You just got to let price hold your hand. Don't predict stuff. I went on a rant about that yesterday, about not predicting. Just prepare and give yourself scenarios. You don't know what the hell the market's going to do. So just hold its hand and let it tell you what to do. And right here is watching out. But look at this, man. Pretty impressive. VIX bump. It is stalling right on the mama. Man, we get over this mama, though, we could see a very substantial VIX pop on this. And VVIX is also regaining some of its strength. Oh, yeah, wow. VVIX is setting up really nice here. As long as it's above like 107, 108. You got EMAs opening up, hanging out right on the long-term ones. Yeah, this is an interesting setup for VIX. It's actually showing there might be a little bit more pressure. Oil, look at this. Let's go. Oil comes back, retests this area, just playing that TA like the Jesus. He says he is the Jesus. Don't fuck with the Jesus, man. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. I need to relieve my nose here. Oh, crap. Here's something. I'll turn the mic off for a sec. Hold on. Much better. All right. This looks great. Oil looks amazing. I mean, just respecting that TA. God, man, this is great above like 65 bucks. I don't have any problem with this. Below 65, I'd probably look for a pullback, maybe to about 63 and change. But I mean, this looks like it's grinding up to go to our trend line target up here in the low 70s currently. And that will change and kind of go down as time goes on. Bonds. Oh, wow. Are bonds breaking out? Hold on. What? Nope. They just can't get over this damn 150, like upper 158. It's really 159 because bonds are still traded like fractionally. So it only goes to 32. You can see on the right over here on the price action when I get to 20 or when I get to 30. Well, if I can actually do it, you can see, boom. Well, whatever. You can see about 30, and then it jumps to 0 after 32. But anyway, they're still traded fractionally, which is pretty funny. Bonds, though, this is a very sexy move right here. Man, yeah, this is great on the 3-hour setup. This looks really awesome above like low 157s in this cluster right here. Just pretty much 157 flat. So you've got the reset on the 3-hour after getting a little slapped. Daily doesn't have it yet on the DMI, but it's maintaining it on the RSI. And what is TNX doing? Falling off a little. Yeah, let's see. 3-hour on. Man, wow. Yeah, this looks really good, guys. for some upside in bonds. TNX rolling over too, getting back outside of the box and actually breaking. We're about to have the first open and close below the mama too, so that bodes well as well. Is that too many wells? Bodes well as well for the bonds. Man, very interesting. Obviously, we can see some sell pressure up in this clustering. So again, man, anything above 159. We get over this top end of this range, and I really think that we will go to 163 with the swiftness. And that, my friends, could potentially be a pretty good trade. You can trade that via TLT. Actually, let me look at tip real quick. Yeah, nice gap up. We were looking at this in a little trading group that I'm in. I was telling them I had a really nice EMA set up, and we're getting some follow through on that. So very nice. On that tips. All right. Let's go back to, where were we? Bonds. TNX, dollar. Let's go to dollar. What's dollar doing? Ooh, dollar. Look at this. Opening up. EMAs look great. Dominant on the 3 hour. Looks like dollar is trying to base out here, man. Dude, dollar looks like it's doing a long-term basing pattern because it takes a while. This is a monthly chart. You can see over here when it was basing out. It took a few months. And, sometimes, shit, this base took a year, a year and a half. So it's not, the dollar doesn't move real fast, but this is shaping up to be a pretty good basing structure so far. Anything back above like 91.50, we probably come up into the mama hump here and then see what happens. But if we can just ride up this too and then break over in the mama on the daily, that'll probably creep up into the weekly and look pretty good. But yeah, I mean, this is a pretty badass chart above 90.50. Euro inverse dollar struggling here. This actually looks like it's finally going to get some downside pressure. Momentum's gone. RSI momentum as well. Bouncing off of this trend line here, just trying to hold on. Man, it does have a lot of support in the 119 handle, but man, this candle's pretty brutal, and this one is actually about to just engulf all this and make a body close below here. So it does look like there's going to be a little bit of pressure on das Euro. Ja? Jawohl. All right. DAX dumping. Not good. That's not good. It had this funky-ass stupid pattern up here. And it looks like bears are saying, hey, we're going to take the reins if bulls aren't going to have continuation. And so this is pretty bearish below 15.1 now. Shanghai's even selling off a little bit, but it's still in its structure. So same shit, different day. This thing is just mega consolidating down here. Gold dumping, giving it all up. I might rebuy this dip here, as I sold my gold futures and stuff yesterday on that pump, just because it's like coming up under this trend line right at horizontals, and futures are very big products, so it's like I just wanted to lock that in and wait for a retest, and maybe this is it. We're kind of hovering right around this area, yeah, right around the 1776 area. Great number. So that's cool as long as it's holding around here, but this candle's pretty ugly though on the 3 hour, slicing through all the EMAs like some butter. And if the dollar is going to get strength, that's probably not great for Das Gold. But on the daily, it still looks fine. It's only like those low time frames that are kind of ugly. Weekly, pretty sloppy, nothing really there. Silver? Ooh, yeah, silver coming back and testing 626. Horizontal, this actually looks better. Silver has been looking better, though. It still has this slice through the EMAs, but it is right on top of the mama and this horizontal, so it's a little bit better posturings than gold. Platinum is actually slightly up on the day. Look at platinum be beast mode. Still looks good on the 3 hour. Did slice through a couple, but it's finding major support. And look at all these EMAs right here within 30 bucks, about 2-3%. So that looks pretty damn nice. 3 hours still bullish. The weekly's bullish. The daily needs a little bit help to get bullish, but that'll happen above 1250. And anything back below like 1200, or this wick really actually to be a little less tight on that, like 1170. Yeah, it would be a little bit less sexy and probably look for a test down here. But right now it still looks pretty damn good. Palladium just hovering up here, not really doing anything. It's kind of a nothing burger at this point. And yeah, the Wilshire, like we talked about yesterday, it was just interesting that this thing isn't rallying. This is the world market, and it's just not getting no love. You know, there's nothing. This is blah. No momentum. Blah, blah, blah. Just all blah. All right, what time is it? Oh, I got about 10 minutes. Let me go see if I need to manage some stuff. Let's go to my list. Oh, man, taking a little beating today. Except for my Lord and Savior, Bitcoin Gold. Let's go. Oh, let's see. Codex doing a little rally, but off these lows, and that's not really that great. No love on CGC. Yeah, it's trying to find some love here, but again, I have a busted bull call spread. It's pretty much at max lose. I'm just going to let that ride, and I think... Can I let it ride into... no, I can't. This is... Yeah, I'm pretty much busted on that trade. Oh, CRV, I don't have that anymore. I took that off last night. Nokia, I have really small option positions on there still. I'm just kind of chilling with that one. Although this is kind... I mean, it's okay. I like that it's just chilling here, and it did make a new closing high, so I guess that's all right. I gotta open up my other broker. I don't have that on my IB. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, nothing too crazy. I mean, I'm pretty flat on the day. I mean, I'm down just a little bit, but not really that big of a deal. Let's look at metals. Still some runners today. Alcoa. Yeah, so that's it. Wow, XME, the mining ETF. What the hell? How is this so bullish today? This is crazy. What is the... I gotta look this up now. Hold on. XME ETF.com. But now I gotta see what's in this thing. What is this? What? That your mom told you not to get on. Man, yeah, I gotta see what this thing is holding. All right, let's go. Tradables, fit. Where are you? Oh, steel. Mostly steel. Okay, that's probably why. A lot of builders and stuff. That makes sense. Yeah, precious metals is actually only 4% of this. Gold, though, is 14%. And that is surprising. But yeah, most of it is steel, so X is probably up pretty good today. Oh, God, yeah, it is. All right. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's just close this and not save it. Yeah, so X, U.S. Steel, yeah, that's probably one of its bigger holdings. Big pump of Ruski there, Jesus. And that probably is bleeding into builders, too, I bet. Let's go look. Let's see, infrastructure. Yeah, wow, infrastructure is rallying. Look at this, Sterling Construction is rallying hard. Dude, wow, these are big moves here, except for Brookfield Renewable. That's utilities, though. I'm not sure why that's in infrastructure. I might need to move that. But yeah, XLB, I mean, look at these builders are so bullish. I think they're just rallying hard on anticipation of some kind of infrastructure bill. Looking pretty damn sexy there. Let's see. All right, hold on. Let me double check that other broker and see. Oh, Nokia. Oh, what? I didn't mean to open this. Dang it. That's some Forex trading crap. Yeah, we don't want to do that right now. Yeah, lost a little bit of bread on the Nokia, but I'm still up slightly. Yeah, and I'm in the money too, so that's pretty good. I like that. So yeah, I'll just leave that on. It's got what? We'll see what happens this week. I might take it off. I probably will take it off this week because it only has like 17 days left. Alrighty, let's see. Let's go back to, because I got to wrap this up. Blockchain. Uh-oh. Matt. Micro, what are you doing, bro? Holding on for dear life. It doesn't look great. Riot, same thing. I mean, none of these are up except obviously ETG is just ripping people's faces off. But I mean, none of the other mining stocks are up. Everything is down. What's Coinbase doing, dude? Death. What is this, Coinbase? I forgot to look at this. Nothing. Just dump fest, man. Why does it say live? Why does it say live for 2 minutes? What happened? What? What? Did I break it? What the hell? If there's anyone in the chat that saw what happened there, please put something in there. What the hell? What? Did it lose? Things are still working? Yeah, my OBS is saying I've only been live for 3 minutes now. I don't know if I like accidentally hit a button to reset the timer. But yeah, okay. I mean, it looks fine. I guess I did. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, gross. Does 1080 work? Oh, okay, 1080 works. That's cool. Oh, it doesn't really look like it's 1080, does it? Does that look like... That doesn't look like 1080 to me. Is that 1080? It says it's 1080. OBS says I'm 1080, 60 frames. It doesn't really look like 1080, though, does it? It's kind of sloppy. Does it look like that on your screen, too? Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, OBS is dumb, but it's like, it's good, too, though. Does yours look like this, too, man? Like, it looks kind of good, but then, I don't know. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Anyway, coin, just death. Death, coin. We're finally getting some time on dailies. We're about to start plotting oscillators. This looks terrible, man. This is a terrible chart. So, it looks fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, this is just weird, man. I just don't like what's happening with Mama Bear. Man, Blackberry just getting dumped on. Alright, let me go back over here. Yeah, I don't think I need to... Oh, actually, it doesn't matter if I want to. It's 3:01, so I missed the opportunity to close out any of that stuff. Oh, well, I'll just... it's not a big deal. I'm not super exposed anyway. I mostly just have very small positions on right now because I'm not just like fully loaded with stuff just stalling out on the upper ends. Like, I mean, not just Bitcoin, but you know, also NASDAQ and stuff. Do I want to buy NASDAQ? Let's go. Oh, look at this, pumping it up a little bit off these lows. It's almost looking kind of good, but yeah, this is a pretty brutal sell. Let's see. Alright, there's some pixelation, but overall it's okay. Okay. I wonder why there's pixelation on there. I mean, my computer is pretty badass. I shouldn't be having that. And I have, what they say I have, gig internet, but we don't know how that's been lately. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Blockchain. Oh, wait. DraftKings. I don't know. One of my trading groups was saying that they were going to get into this. I don't like this chart. I don't know why they want to get into this. They're like more fundamental traders. I just don't care about fundamentals, and I know that's not popular at all. Like, hey, more power to you if that's how you trade, but dude, I'm no insider. We're all reading the same stupid charts on or not charts, but well, we are reading the same stupid charts too, but there's no edge in really reading like, oh, they're K1 and this and that. And it's just like, I don't know. You pretty much have to know somebody, man. I find way more value in like looking at structure on price action than that. But yeah, they're buying this for some reason. I don't know. I'm not playing that game. Man, Clown World's just dumping. How many earnings report? We already got past the bulk of the good ones, the important ones, this week and last week, which was, what do you call it? You can go to Trading Economics and see this. And then I got to sign off here soon because I got to so if you go over here, Trading Economics earnings, hashtag or pound sign, and then you can look at earnings coming up. But I mean, most of them have already played out. the big important ones. So yeah, you got Uber and some other stuff, and you can change the impact ratings here. I mean, but oh, sorry, jeez, we get a hot car. Well, that kind of actually already happened. Technically, last week we had all the major tech earnings, and then we got Nasdaq got hot Carl right after that. So that's definitely already kind of come to fruition. Let me text my ride real fast. All right. So, Fang Man, what are they doing? All Fang Man's down. Look, is this blow off gap top? What the hell, man? It looks all right. Good, man. It's starting to roll over though and lose some momentum. And man, look at this. Amazon tries to break out, goes to previous all times, gets rejected. Maybe buying opportunity right here. Has done some damage to the chart though. Netflix, Jesus Christ, who cares about Netflix? Apple, lame, who cares about that? Tesla, lame, who cares about that? Microsoft looks okay, as long as it's holding about this 240-ish level. But yeah, tech just getting mollywopped, man. Oh man, CV stocks getting hit kind of hard today overall. Oh, Regen, I might have to take this trade off. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. It does have earnings coming up, I guess this week. What is that, Friday? Thursday it has earnings coming up, so maybe get some love for that. Other than that, man, weed stocks probably getting mollywopped. Yeah, lots of big reds. How about greens, though? There's some big greens. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, some crazy shit penny stocks up a lot, but nothing like substantial, though. Just some asshole penny stocks that... Look at this. These are daily candles, y'all. Get out of here. I ain't trading that shit. I almost need to just take that off my watch list. All right, so let's do final thoughts real fast. And I gotta go see if my foot's healing properly. Mama Bear, booty. You better hold on right here in this trend line cross and where this body just closed on that last candle. But really, the momentum oscillators are bearish now. Daily's bearish. 2 days about to get bearish. Weekly's now neutral. The sidewaysness in the daily that we're talking about has creeped into the weekly and made it neutral now. And so bulls got even more work to do than they did in the last week. So what the hell? Unless it's Ethereum or Dogecoin. But yeah, not very sexy. I don't like this. Like I said, I went 90%, maybe even higher than that cash after this candle last night. And I'm just going to kind of wait and see how this digests. I mean, hovering in this zone is kind of the last of the Mohicans or so. And if we go to VPR, we can probably get, yeah, look at that. Showing right on that trend line cross pretty much. And as you zoom out, it obviously changes it. But you can see the bulk of the node is right there where we are. So, man, anything back, anything back below that wick at 53, I mean, you don't have another fat volume node until 48. And so, you know, this is getting a little bit hairy. And it's like it got bid up right off this wick. But, man, anything back below this wick, even another tail, it's actually technically a tail or shadow, but whatever. Anything back below this tail, I would pretty much be targeting the low end of this range. And then we'll have to reassess from there. Ethereum still looks fine above the 32-ish area, and really just this trend line, make it more simple. This trend line in the Mama, as long as it's holding that, it's all right. But man, if Mama Bear really starts to dump and Nasdaq continues dumping and equities continue dumping, I think it's going to be really hard to maintain this bullish posturing on a lot of these coins, because if you look at most of the coin market cap, almost everything is down today. The only thing that's up big is Ethereum Classic, Doge, and you know, a couple things. But after that, you get to like 10 and it's nothing. You know, 2-3%, that ain't shit in crypto. And so after you get to like, it's really only 3 or 4 coins that have done anything today. And I know this doesn't show all of them. There's probably a couple more, so let's just call it about 10. But then after that, it's just all red. And if we flip it, Is actually getting some double-digit red numbers across the across some of these coins. So definitely getting a little bit threatened. Not crazy yet, but we are getting some warning signs. And man, also not just the 53-ish area, this tail on this candle, but if this daily closes like this below all these EMAs and cuts through all of them, that also will just be bearish as hell to me as well. So get to work, bulls. Y'all be slacking. Y'all just be sleeping over here, boy. All right, I think that'll do it for today. Maybe I'll do another video later when I get back, just because, you know, why not? Until then, I'm going to go get my foot checked. It's been Z-Rex with no noise. We were live today. What's up? Let's get it in. Bitcoin bulls, stop being a bitch and rally. I'll see y'all later. Much love. Peace.
Game over.